Hey everyone, it's Tristan from Crafting Worlds, and today, well, first of all, we're changing it up. We're going to try this microphone. I want to see how this goes. I'm tired of wearing a lav, so that's what this is all about. But we're looking at the Redragon, and I have to look at this to read it because I don't. Flekact Pro. I'm not joking. It is the Flekact Pro. Naming aside, I'm actually pretty pleased with what we have here. This is a $69 keyboard, which you can actually get cheaper if you use code Tristan14. I think that'll take 10% off. I'm actually shocked. It is a plastic keyboard. It is very lightweight, and you would look at this and go, "Oh boy. It's a gaming keyboard, right?" And you'd be like, well, it's going to sound like crap. You know what? They put like gasket mounting in here. They put dampening. I'm shocked. So let's go look, because I'm shook. Here we go. All right, so here we are. And first of all, this is cool. So they give you the L bracket USB, and you have to use this or a good cable like my booting cable. I tried using this one, and it wasn't enough to power the board. So the board needs a lot of power. And the reason for that is because it has Bluetooth connectivity. It has Wi-Fi connectivity. It can even Bluetooth to your mouse. So like you can use your keyboard to Bluetooth connect to your mouse, as well as other devices. So it's kind of interesting what it can do. But it's cool that they gave you that, and this is a weird place for a connection. And then they also gave you this little box of switches. So like if one of your switches goes bad, you can replace it with this little box of switches. I thought that was cool. I like when companies include extra switches because, something can go wrong. And yeah, let's take a look under the hood real quick here. Okay, so we have north-facing RGB. Some people may like that. Some people may hate that. It's very common in gaming keyboards just because most people want these see-through caps. What I will say, though, is that in the daytime, this doesn't get bright enough. There is just no setting to make this bright and visible. So it's very hard to see the RGB. So here it is, $69.99 for the Redragon K708 RGB Pro gasket, which honestly is a better name than what's on the box. The Flekact, or I don't even. That's such a weird name. So you've got your little LCD screen here. You've got the knob. By the way, the knob is very cool. So it actually controls a lot of these things. So if you look here, you can go in here. You can control the effect, the color, the brightness, the speed, the language, your layout, and then you can return. But like you can change your Windows and Mac right there, which is nice. And yeah, oh yeah, this does support Windows and Mac. So as you're going to see, there's a lot of keys that have. This is my other weird gripe with this keyboard, is that like there's just so many things written, and it's so obvious that it just makes the aesthetic of this keyboard kind of meh. Like it's not good looking. It's kind of ugly. It looks cheap, and the keycaps make it look kind of cheap. I mean, it kind of is cheap. So, I mean, but it does have adjustable feeties. So you've got that, and they do snap. So that's good, except once again, the middle ones do not. And so you will run into the issue where if you put it down on your desk and you move it, they will fall down. So yeah, just the middle ones, not the big ones. But the big ones, I feel like that is too much. That is a very big angle. So I think the middle ones would have been better. So I just keep them both down. And, you know, to be honest, my typing speeds on this have not been bad. I am shocked. I got up there. It feels nice. It has a nice sound profile. In the sound test, you let me know what you think. For what this is, like, it's aimed towards gamers, right? So like, let's look at their soft. Okay, actually, here, let's just go through their features real quick. So here we go. So it's got the, it's got the special Leopard L switch, which is just a linear switch. It's on the heavier side. It's a 45 gram plus 10 gram force trigger pressure. Interesting. It feels like a 50. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like a 45. It's a little bit on the heavier side, but it feels nice. I do enjoy it. So, oh yes, so this is your little screen. And so it gives you the time, which is cool. And you can do all your functions through there, but you can also like turn on the GIF. And I uploaded my own GIF, so it's like a creepy little blinky guy. And uploading a GIF is actually quite easy. It has good software like this. Oh, okay, well, good software is subjective, and we'll get there. But it's got the knob that does volume, and that's nice because who doesn't like a knob? And yeah, and it works with your Windows, your Mac, and look, it like connects to your mouse if you want to. You can change your keycaps. You can change the switches. So I think that's pretty cool. So you can even put Acco switches in here, which is like, all right, or Gatoron. It's like, all right, I'll see you. So for like $69, there's a couple of things where you're like, why did they make these decisions? But then you look at like the amount of customization you can do to it. And so it might be a good gamer like beginning board. I hate saying that because I feel like gamers also want like a nice everything keyboard, like the heft and everything. But I don't know. Some of the heavy keyboards annoy me. So like the fact that this is lightweight is a plus in my book. So good for them. Yeah, so look, they put 5 silency layers, sandwich foam, under switch foam, PET sound dampening foam, switch seat sound dampening foam, bottom silicone sound dampening pad, and it works. So I honestly, I can't say anything is wrong with this other than like the RGB just not being that bright, which is pretty common with north facing, I find. Although that's not true because the Wooting has north facing and it is bright as hell. But the Wooting is also like $300. So it does tell you with caps lock if it's on over here. So that's fun. It gives you a little red dot. It tells you your battery. Yeah, all these little squigglies and white writings all over this is just, nope, I don't like it. Take it all out. Just take it out or make it the same color as this or see-through, shine through or something. I don't know. I just don't like it. It makes it look busy and weird. However, let's look at their software. Okay. So the software is interesting. It's, very similar to other software we've seen from the 80s. And, you can change the colors. They're not going to be super accurate because of that's orange, but that doesn't seem orange. And that's yellow and it's kind of green. Look, you're not getting professional RGB here, but you're getting close enough. Who would I recommend this keyboard for? And man, it's a tough one because there's a lot of really good affordable options out there that come pre-built, right? But for $69 and has like RGB and the screen and the knob and all that stuff and has a good sound profile, I don't know if you could really get that anywhere but one of these strange gaming keyboard companies. So I would say that this is aimed more towards a younger audience, like much younger. And I feel like Wooting and those gaming keyboards, right, are aimed towards a much higher audience, an older audience. So this might be like the Tonka toy of keyboards, but has the functionality of other keyboards. So the sound profile, The switches work well. The feeling, the knob, like I said before, like it has all of the functionality you would want in a keyboard. There's just some strange little, things like the RGB not being bright enough, north facing. I don't know, all these extra writings on it. This software, which is just like, what is happening here? Like this, it's so bad. But I mean, at least you can do macros and switch what the buttons do. So, it's got N key rollover. So, I mean, it's like, and then you could even draw your own thing. Like if you wanted to make your own animation, if you're good at this, you could make your own and upload it to your keyboard. So that's cool. It's not the best thing I've ever seen, but it's functional. So how do you decide that this is the keyboard to get? I don't know. It's like I want to recommend it as a get this keyboard for your kid, right? Like if you are a parent and your kid is asking for a keyboard, but as an adult, it would be very hard for me to say, don't get the Wooting, get the Redragon. Like it, as an adult, like we have more money, right? We can buy nicer things. We can get better quality builds. Yeah, I really do feel like this is one of those, like, here's a Christmas present from Santa and it has everything you asked for. It just doesn't cost me $300, $400 and I have to do it through group buys or Kickstarters or stupid shit, right? And so a parent can get the kid the keyboard and be like, look, this is a life lesson. You're not getting the Wooting. But you're still going to be able to play your games just as well with the Wi-Fi connectivity being good, with the Bluetooth connectivity being good, with the wired connectivity being good, the input being good, the typing being good, the sound profile being good, and the overall functionality just being good. There is all of the functionality you need in this keyboard. So I recommend it to kids that are just getting started and their parents are buying them the board. So that's where I think this falls in, because a lot of gaming keyboards, right? It's very hard to recommend them because they're like $400, $250. Like a lot of the Logitechs right now are a little bit like iffy. And they don't have the good sound profile and they don't have the functionality, but they're still charging that like Logitech tax, right? The brand name tax, which one might argue Wooting does as well. However, this keyboard just it just is what it is. It's not trying to be too much. It's just trying to give you all of the functionality that you asked for when you are a gamer and also want something that sounds nice. So yeah, I mean, on their box, they described the sound as, this was great, 5-layer padding for fairy typing sound. So if you're a fairy and you like the fairy typing sound, this is your keyboard. But I agree. It has like a nice little click, and it's not annoying and it's not too loud. It won't annoy your parents. So this, like I said, I really do think this is like your kid wants a gaming keyboard for Christmas. You don't want to spend $1 million. You don't want to pay the brand name tax, and you want to teach your kid a lesson that you don't always get what you want, but you can still get a good value from something that isn't the brand name, and you will still be good at your game and be able to function in your game. It doesn't need the Hall effect of mastery to become a master. You start somewhere and then you build your way up. Plus, also, like, if the kid decides, hey, I don't really care about gaming anymore in like 3 seconds because they want to go do something else, then you haven't lost a ton of money. So yeah, I think it's a good buy as a Christmas gift or something like that. But as like if you're an enthusiast, like a hardcore enthusiast, this would be a hard recommend. Just because it's plastic, it's really lightweight, and the software is not great, and I don't know, the keycaps are going to need to be replaced. So definitely, like, you'd have to do a lot to this board to make it better, but honestly, there's nothing wrong with it. So yeah, as a keyboard enthusiast, this is probably not your next buy, but like as the parent for your child, this could be a really nice buy and a really nice gift for someone that has a lot of functionality and everything just works. And it's a gaming keyboard, right? But with a nice sound profile, and it won't annoy the crap out of you. So I think that's it. I think if I say any more of the same thing over and over again, y'all are gonna never watch my videos again. So if you liked the video, like. If you disliked it, dislike. And remember to hit the subscribe button with the bell icon for notifications. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.